Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of me driving in my car talking about health and fitness stuff. My name's Caleb, owner of Profectus Fitness. We do online and in-home personal training and nutrition coaching. We use an EMS technology called Xbody for all of our in-person personal training, and you can check all of our stuff out at perfectusfitness.org. Today I wanted to talk about alcohol consumption and how it fits into your health and fitness goals, kind of the effects it has, and the cost it has towards getting lean. So we're going to dive into all that good stuff. It's an issue that I know a lot of my clients struggle with. So I want to talk about if we can get lean while consuming alcohol, kind of where it fits into your health and fitness. So first thing, if we're talking purely from an energy balance standpoint, yes, you can consume alcohol and get lean, right? Energy balance is simply an equation of calories in versus calories out. Yes, there are lots of things that play a part in that equation, on both sides, calories in and calories out. But if we reduce calories in other areas, yes, we can consume alcohol even regularly and still lose weight, still get lean. Now, if we're talking about from a health standpoint, being lean doesn't necessarily mean healthy, right? Obviously, there's lots of different health risks that are associated with heavier drinking habits. We're not going to get into all of that, but definitely cost of getting lean versus cost of getting healthy, there's a difference there, and we just want to make note of that. So a lot of my clients, and I know a lot of people, struggle with wanting to drink alcohol, struggling to remove alcohol, and kind of how it fits into your life. So I'm going to just touch on where does alcohol fit into your life. So first we want to start with just a baseline of what moderate drinking is, and that's just established as 7 drinks a week for women and 14 drinks a week for men. And I don't love to use kind of general baselines for everybody, but we do just want to have a good place to start, and that's just the guidelines by the FDA of kind of what moderate drinking is defined as. So if we're looking at alcohol, your body has to process alcohol before it can digest alcohol. So when we're just thinking about kind of the cost on your body has to give resources to break down the toxin alcohol in your system, to absorb it, to digest it, to pass it through your system. So when that process is being devoted towards breaking down alcohol, just keep in mind that process is then being taken away from to breaking down other toxins in your body. And that's where we have now then a hard time absorbing other things and breaking down other things like proteins and fats. So that's one of the health issues that we have just with consuming alcohol is if we're consuming alcohol regularly, then we are regularly taking that system and using it for other things and then that detracts from what that system is supposed to be doing, which is absorbing, breaking down proteins and fats specifically in your body and using them. So obviously we want to enjoy life. That's part of being healthy is kind of the mental aspect and enjoying life, and we don't want to take away enjoyment from life for the sake of health and fitness. We're big proponents of eating the foods that you love, enjoying beverages that you would love, spending time doing the things you love, that all plays a huge part in your health and fitness. So we don't want to detract from that. So we kind of split. Taking that approach, we look at kind of where alcohol falls on that spectrum. So is it something that you're doing for pleasure, for leisure, in social settings to enjoy company, or is it something that you're using to deal with stress? Is it something that you're just doing out of habit? So where does that fall for you on the spectrum as we run into traffic here? So it starts by knowing where alcohol falls for you, and then we want to look at kind of where it fits in on your health and fitness journey. So kind of what your goals are and how alcohol is going to affect you reaching those goals. Because as we talked about plenty of times before, really life is all about trade-offs, right? So what are you willing to give up to reach your goals? What are you not willing to give up to reach your goals? So that's something that you just need to sit down and ask yourself, and kind of create a spectrum and realize, hey, if you want six-pack abs, you may not be able to drink every night of the week. If that's not your goal, if you want to get down to just a healthy body fat percentage, then you might be okay drinking every day a week. So figuring out what your goals are, what the trade-offs are, and then going from there. So what to do when you kind of start to look at alcohol from a health and fitness standpoint. First thing is just to observe your current drinking habits. How much you drink, that's both from kind of a days in a week perspective as well as to amount you drink when you drink.
In 2 miles, use the right 2 lanes to take exit 200.
We want to look at drinking patterns, right? We talked about this a little bit already. Are you drinking heavily on a Friday evening to de-stress from a long week of work? Or are you drinking in a social setting, hanging out with friends, leisurely relaxing, right? What are our current drinking habits? And how are they affecting other areas of your life, right? And this is kind of a big thing that I talk about with clients, is kind of compounding issues. So if I drink heavily Friday and miss a scheduled workout on Saturday and kind of sit around all day recovering on Saturday from drinking on Friday, now all of a sudden we've kind of compounded some issues, right? So how is it affecting other areas of your life? Do you feel sluggish at work in the morning because you drank the night before? Is it affecting your sleep? Is it affecting your mood? How else is it affecting other areas besides just when you're drinking? Go through a lane change here. Try not to die. And the second thing that we want to look at then is how is it affecting your body?
In a quarter mile, use the right 2 lanes to take exit 200 for I-225 north toward Lyman. How does it make you feel, right? Again, use the right 2
kind
lanes
of
to
looking
take
at
exit
the
200.
mindset that it creates. Are we stressing out about our drinking habits? Is it something that's bogging you down, thinking about, keeping you up at night? Or is it something that we're just enjoying? We can obviously look at blood work and see how it's affecting our health, talk to our doctors. and get an idea of the impact it's having just on our overall health. And then just realizing that alcohol consumption is adding kind of extra calories into our diet, and we need to be mindful of that in other areas if our goal is, if we have body composition goals. And then the next thing we want to look at is your mindset. Do we feel like we're in control of our drinking? Is it something that we consciously are making choices about, or is it simply a habit, or even obviously going so far as an addiction? So something that I like to have clients kind of just look at is, if you had to stop drinking for a week, is it something that you would find easy to do? Is it something that you would find tough? Or is it something that you probably couldn't do? Just establishing where our mindset is. We want to just disrupt our current patterns, right? If you're used to going home after work and making yourself a cocktail to relax, try scheduling something else active or out that doesn't involve drinking. If whenever you're at the grocery store you buy alcohol, try to skip over that aisle and buy something else instead. Disrupt the current patterns, buying patterns or consumption patterns, to take yourself again out of autopilot and to make conscious choices. So those are just a few tips that we have when people ask us about alcohol. Again, we're not saying drinking is bad or drinking is good. We're figuring out where it fits for you, the strategies that work for you, and again, kind of what your goals are and what you're willing to give up to get there and what you're not. And that's how we make kind of a custom strategy that works and fits into your lifestyle and gets you to where you want to go. So if you like this video, please hit the subscribe button to check out all of our content. We love to hear from you guys, so please leave your feedback in the comments section. And again, you can check out all of our coaching programs at profectusfitness.org.